Hi, I'm Deborah. Welcome to East Bank Club Yin Yoga. We have Jenny and Charlie that are here joining us today. So Yin Yoga helps to calm us down, relax, set into our poses. Each of the poses that we'll be doing today usually are 2 to 5 minutes. And for today, we'll do a minute each, but you can always place your digital media on pause and go the extra minute to 4 minutes if you like. So as we begin to open up our joint areas and to release the connective tissues to go deeper into our muscle, let's start with our breath. Having an awareness of the breath with the Ujjayi breathing, starting to calm our system down. And as our breath continues, let's go to our supine bound angle pose. Both feet are together, opening up the knees and making adjustments as is needed. Continue with that breath and begin to get rooted into the pose. Once you are comfortable with that breath, come back up gently to an easy seated pose, cat and cow. Open up the chest, lift the sternum. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and curve out. Concentrate on that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Aiming for 5 counts with each inhale that lengthens and exhale that grounds you. When you are ready, bring your body to a seated butterfly. Both feet together, pelvic bones rooted into the ground, continuing with the breath. Inhale and lift. Exhale and become rooted, reaching into the ground. Continue with that breath, letting the muscles relax. And with every exhale lengthening, modify as needed. Slowly reaching out, letting chin come to chest, letting your drishti go to your navel if that's comfortable for you. 2 more, 5 count, inhale and exhale. Keep the breath going and come up to seated butterfly one more time. Slowly let the legs, knees straighten. Let the feet flex actively. Relax the quadriceps and slowly go to a forward fold. Now, as you do that, let your props also be handy. You can utilize your blocks if needed. And if a bolster or a blanket is needed, you can utilize that as well. Inhale and actively exhale, lengthening the spine, taking it through the top of the head and rooting it down to the tailbone. One more long and strong inhale in. Exhale and release. Slowly inhale for 5 counts and bring yourself to a seated wide angle pose, making whatever prop available that you may need. Inhale, exhale, continue with the breath as you forward fold and lengthen. Make that breath an active breath. Feel the ocean on the back of the throat and freely make the noise in order to release all the way down to the depths of the ocean. Another big inhale in, belly breath in through the back as well. Exhale and let it release. Beautiful work. Slowly, keeping the breath active, come back up to seated wide angle. Let the legs gently come together and move over to your right to go to tabletop. Let's continue with some of the cat and cow at tabletop with the inhale and exhale. Push through the tops of the feet as you're releasing the spine. Inhale, exhale, push through. And when you're ready, bring your right foot forward and go to dragon. Or left, either foot's okay. Big inhale in, exhale and release over. Keep the breath going and let the body fall more deeply into the pose. Active breaths here. When you're ready, pull your torso backwards and begin to go into a half split. Flex the front foot, inhale, and exhale, let it fall deeper. Inhale, push through the top of the metatarsal. Exhale, flex the toes, flex the foot, release the hamstrings. And when you're ready, come back to tabletop, facing front, and grab both of your towels if they're handy, or your blankets, or you might not need any at all if you're on carpet or anything. And you can also use your blanket or your pillow bolster to modify. Make sure the knees and the feet are in alignment. Inhale and exhale and let the knees open. This is one of the best hip openers. One of the toughest, but getting rooted in with the breath is what's most important. The breath will always guide you to the release in the yin. Continue with the breath and just surrender. Let that release take place. If you're comfortable with having the feet go as distant as the knees, and then supinating the foot to release the tendons, let that happen for you as well. Just release those tendons on the breath. Beautiful. Slowly, when you're ready, slide yourself back up to tabletop. And let's go the other direction, your other left or right. So go to dragon pose, a big inhale in, exhale, and let it release down. Continue with your breath. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen into the roots of the pose. Big inhale, exhale, let it get grounded in. One more big inhale in. Keep that belly breath. Exhale, fall deeply into the pose and let your torso go backwards. Go to foot flexion, straighten the front knee, and half split. Big inhale and exhales continue as you deepen into the pose. While doing the half split, see if you can give in to that foot flexion with the toes actively reaching to further the relaxation on the hamstring. One more big inhale in, exhale, lengthening, and let yourself come back to tabletop in the front. And now it's one of our favorites, back to frog. Big inhale in, exhale, and let the body relax forward. Lengthen the neck, keep the breath going. And if you want to keep that breath and let go of the prop, allow that to happen for yourself. Two more. Inhale in. Exhale, deepen and release. Inhale in. Exhale and deepen and release. Keep the breath glowing and going, and come back to tabletop. At tabletop here, another 3 rounds of cat and cow, utilizing the breath, releasing each of the vertebrae, lengthening each. I think I can hear your Ujjayi breaths from here. Now you can take either of your props, your blocks or your books or your towel, and rise up to downward dog, lifting the right leg high to the sky and bringing the right knee to chest to go to pigeon pose or swan. You can utilize your pillow, your bolster, your block. Keep the breath going and lengthen and exhale. Continue with the breath. Pigeon pose is one of the best hip openers. Continuing with that breath to the back as well. And hips and spine, lower lumbar, one of the toughest places to release. And so So just give in to that release and lengthen. Slowly, when you're ready, rise up. Come back to downward dog. Let that leg that was in that pigeon pose rise to the sky and take it back down to the mat. Paddle the dog if you would like. Continue with that breath. And then let that other left leg rise to sky and bring that knee to the chest to pigeon pose the other side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let it come forward. Continue with that breath. And if for any reason you feel compression in the knee, discomfort is all part of release, but there is no harm in using one of your books or a block to support the bent knee in the front. So just gently slide it underneath that hip to give that knee support. 2 more big breaths. Inhale, don't forget about that back, let that lengthen too. Exhale, actively just release into the stretch. Beautiful work. Big inhale and exhale. Slowly, when you're ready, come back up to downward dog. Lift those hips high to the sky, aiming for a perfect pyramid, upside down triangle. Lift that active leg up to the sky and then paddle the dog. We lift that leg to sky to allow the blood flow to release in that active leg. And slowly, when you're ready, walk your feet back to tabletop. Big inhale in, exhale, cow it out. 3 rounds, inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift that sternum to the horizon. Exhale, round it out. Slowly go back to child's pose. If you would like to modify by separating the knees, do that and keep the breath going. Inhale, exhale, lengthen that tailbone back as the arms and fingertips walk forward gently. Big inhale. Exhale and feel a sand weight on your lower lumbar, lengthening it. Another big inhale in. Exhale and lengthen. Beautiful. Slowly, when you're ready, walk yourself back up to tabletop. And let's start right from where we began. So take it to a supine, bound position, palms of the feet together, laying back on your mat. Relax your quadriceps. Release both shoulder blades on the ground. And continue with the big belly breath. Rises to the sky, rises to the ocean in the back. Exhale and feel sand weights on the inside of your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Feel each vertebrae in your spinal cord. Just relaxing like dominoes down onto the mat as you're breathing. And when you're ready, slowly bring the knees together and straighten both knees wider than the shoulders. Relax those feet and just give in to them. You might touch some other people that you're doing yin with, doesn't matter. We're all rooting together. Relax the fingers. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your tongue. And just let go of the breath and let it become naturally a part of your rhythm. Take as much time as you need to be in this resting phase. Push pause now if you would like, and take your 8 to 10 minutes to enjoy your being. Namaste.